Damn, I need some answers, man. Hi, friends, it's Adam, the crippled cannabis cowboy. There's a lot of things that can happen as far as stress. You have to be selective, and being selective, it will break your heart sometimes. You can't help it. So it's like if you select something, you know it's gonna hurt. Knowing it's gonna hurt sort of helps me in these weird, stressful situations. I try to stay out of them. And at the same time, I remember, all these other people are going through their own stuff. They have to maintain with life their own way, and you ain't included. It's, you can cry about it. Go cry in the corner and wet your pants if you need to. They ain't gonna do shit, really. Other people, they have to maintain life, and if something like this happens to you, you can't keep up. I can't keep up. So I've had to find replacements for keeping up, I guess, in my own brain. I can't work, can't make money, can't drive. There's a lot of things that I cannot do anymore that people do every day. And, you kind of look at it differently when you can't do it anymore. It's almost like, oh, they're taking it for granted. It's very easy to get mad at them. But you have to remember, they have to work. They have to they have life to keep up with. They gotta keep up with it, man. If you can't keep up, you get left behind. And that sucks. And that's kind of why I'm making these videos for you. No one likes that feeling of left behind. I've been left behind a lot. And being left behind kind of stinks. Just something I've noticed from the outside looking out, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. A lot of people feel like they've been left behind. There's a lot of things changing in our way of life and what we believed was true. Everything was right. Everything was happy-go-lucky, and all of a sudden, the brakes were hit, and everything's in. Well, I don't want to say hell, but it's kind of like this fear builds up in people. And for me, being disabled and not being able to do these, plug into life and, keep up with the Joneses, I just notice things that when a lot of negative shit happens in the planet, that kind of influences people. They get angry, they get upset. So I can't even imagine what it would be like being plugged into the world, because knowing what I know now, it would drive me freaking bonkers. When something like this happens to you, your mindset matters. What you did in life, how your mind was. I'm glad I was this way, I guess. Well, there's, you have good days and bad days. There's some days where I'm glad, I'm a fighter, and I can go into the later rounds. And then there's a part of you that's like, oh my God, I can't handle this anymore. So you have to balance the two. You're going to have your good days and you're going to have your bad days. Something that I've learned and is to not be afraid. Don't be afraid of anything. There's going to be so many things that scare the shit out of you. Something about struggle, it shows us a different way of life. It kind of turns our minds into looking into our own heart, our own brain, our own thoughts. I make mistakes all the time, so I'm learning as I go, though. I'm staying open to it. I've made crazy mistakes in the past. If I had another shot at it, would I do it better? Would you do it better? If you did, you wouldn't be the person you are becoming or the person you are today. So don't be afraid of struggling. Nobody makes it out alive. A friend of mine said that to me, and that was like the best advice I can ever hear. It's true. Nobody makes it out alive. So, do I want to spend my time in stress, working, doing this, that, or whatever? You know, some of those things are necessary, but you have to like dedicate time to exploring your own self, I guess. I really don't know. The best I could do is learn as I go. Encourage others to learn as you go. Find out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, and then find out if you're being an asshole about it. You know, if you are, change, make the changes. You know, make it so things aren't so bad for you if you can. I'm not saying you're in that situation, but you know, this kind of thing finds out what you're made of. And if you're in this boat, I feel real bad for you. Thanks for watching my channel. That's the only things that hit my brain so far. So subscribe to it if you want to hear some more about my story. And until next time.